morning dear students. Hope you all are fine and taking care of yourself and your parents too. So students, today we are going to start with our next chapter, that is pronoun. Okay. So before we start with our chapter, I just want to give some sentences here. So let's read these sentences. I have already written the sentences here. Let's read the sentences. Reena is an intelligent girl. Reena is the topper of the class. Reena scores 95% marks in Hindi. Reena receives an award of excellence in studies. So, is there any problem in these sentences? Although grammatically all these sentences are correct. Okay, there is no problem in these sentences. Grammatically these all sentences are correct. But these all sentences are not natural. So let's make some changes here and read the sentence again. Okay, so let's make the changes. So here I am just making few changes here and then we'll read the sentence. So now let us read it again. Reena is an intelligent girl. She is the topper of the class. She scores 95% marks in Hindi. She receives an award of excellence in studies. All the sentences are same, but we made a little change here, and due to that little change, now this sentence, when we are speaking this sentence, it is not looking very awkward. Okay, why? Because what we did is, because of this repetition of the noun, the sentence was very awkward. But now we are not repeating the noun, we are just using the pronoun she instead of repeating the noun. So I think now pronoun is clear to everybody. So what is pronoun? Pronouns are the words that comes in place of noun or noun phrases to avoid repetition of the nouns. So this is the definition of pronoun. So there are various types of pronouns. So I will tell you the types of pronouns now. So now you can see I have already written the various types of pronouns here. So let's check all these pronouns once. So pronoun, first of all, personal pronoun, then possessive pronoun, reflexive pronoun, relative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, and the last one is demonstrative pronoun. So I am going to explain all these pronouns one by one. So let us start from personal pronoun. So I will explain, first of all, I explain about the personal pronoun. So personal pronoun, what is personal pronoun? Personal pronouns are the most important type of pronouns. They refer to people, things, ideas or events. So all these things are referred by the personal pronoun. So I am just giving you one example here. If I say he does not know classical music, I am just giving you one example here. He does not know classical music. So here he refers to a person, to one person. Okay, he refers to one person. So in place of he, if I write here, they do not know. If I write here, they do not know classical Now again it is telling us about person, but not about one person. It is telling us about a group of person. So I think the definition of personal pronoun is clear to everybody. So these personal pronouns, it varies according to 4 grammatical features. So these grammatical features are, the first feature is number. Number means whether the pronoun is singular or plural. Whether the person or the pronoun here is a single person, a one person, or a group of persons. Second is person. Person speaking. That means the person spoken to or the person spoken about. So let's take one example here. Suppose here I am the speaker. I am speaking and I am speaking to Ram. So who is the speaker here? I am the speaker. I am the first person. I am speaking to Ram. So here Ram is the second person. Now I am speaking about Rani. That means I am not speaking to Ram, but not about Ram, but I am speaking about someone else, that is Rani. So in this case, I am the first person because I am speaking. Ram is the second person because I am speaking to Ram, or you can say Ram is the listener. That's why Ram is the second person, and I am speaking about Rani, about some other person. So Rani is here the third person. So this is about person. Person speaking, the person spoken to, or the person spoken about. Now the next is grammatical feature is case. Whether subject or object, means whether the noun that is used in that sentence, it is a subject, it is the doer of the action, or is used as an object. So this is about whether subject or object. Next is gender. Whether the noun is a male, whether noun is a female or non-personal. Non-personal means all the things will come under non-personal, as well as a group of person where males and females together are there. It will also come under non-personal. So let us understand it well. I will make one table here to understand it well. Okay. So here I have made the table. So let's start with this table now. Here in this we can say that first of all I mentioned here person. Second number and gender. Then subject and then object. So here let us start with the first person. For first person means the person who is speaking. That means I am speaking here. That's why I am saying I am the speaker here. So first person, singular. So in case if the first person is singular, we use I. When in the sentence the person is used as the subject of the sentence, we use I. So I am just giving the example here. I am a good player. Okay, the example is I am a good player. So here I is the subject of the sentence. Now in case of object we write me. Okay, so let's take one more example here. Ram has brought this pen for me. Here me is the object and who is the doer of the action? Ram is the doer of the action. Ram has brought the pen, and who is the object for whom he has brought the pen? For me. So I am the object of the sentence. So next is plural. In case of first person plural. In first person plural, in case the person is the subject, the doer of the action, we use we. Like we can take the example here. We are good players. Okay, we are good players. Here we is used as the subject of the sentence. Now I am saying here in case of object we write us. We can take the same example here. Ram has brought these pens for us. That means us is the object of the sentence. Doer of the action, that is Ram brought the pen for whom? For us. Okay. Now the next is second person in case of singular. If one noun is there, singular number is there, in case of singular we use you, and in the same way in case of plural also we use you. We can say in second person whether number is singular or plural, whether it is used as a subject or the object of the sentence, we always write you. So let us see how to use this sentence, these you, in the different singular, plural and subject and object forms. So first of all, singular you. Let us take the example. You are a great cook. Okay, what I said? You are a great cook. Here you, a singular number, one person that I am talking about. You are, to whom I am talking. You are a great cook. After that, here you, object. Okay, so let us take the same example here again. Ram has brought this pen for you. Here you is used as the object of the sentence. Now in plural form, like in case of subject, we can write, let us take the example here. You all are a great cook. Okay, you all are a great cook. That means I am speaking to more than one person. Now here in case of object, we can take the same example. Ram has brought these pens for all of you. Again I am talking to more than one person. Okay. Next is third person. Third person in case of singular, gender, male. Singular, male. So if the case is singular male, we use he. In case the sentence, the pronoun is used subject, so we use he. So let us take the example here. He is a good swimmer. Okay, he is a good swimmer. So now the same in case of object, him, we write him. So Ram has brought this pen for him. Now next is singular, gender, female. Singular and female. Here in case of subject we write she. Okay, she is a good dancer. Okay, she is a good dancer. That means I am talking about one girl or one woman here. Now in case of object we write her. Okay, Ram has brought this pen for her. Next is singular, non-personal. When the person is not mentioned or we are talking about a thing. That means here, if example is given, we can take the example it. Not this is the, in case of subject we write it, and in case of object also we write it. So let us take the example. It is a delicious cake. We are talking about the cake. It is a delicious cake. So how to use in object? So let us take the example how to use in object. Like, does the cake have eggs in it? Here we are using it as the object of the sentence. Now in plural, non-personal, when we talk about the human beings, like they. Here subject, in case of subject we write they, and in case of object we write them. So let us take an example here. They are very good players. Okay, they all are very good players. That means we are talking about many persons here. Now them. For them, let us take one example here. Ravi threw a bucket of water on them. So here we use them as the object of the sentence. So here for the person pronoun, I think it is clear to everybody, and in next video I will start with possessive pronouns. Thank you and have a nice day.